So this is the new battle mat I've got from Cigar Box Mats. Very nice. It's the new Europe one. So set it up. You can see it's got the fields already put on in the road. I've put some of the Warlord ruined houses on, and I've got a bunker or a strong point covering the two roads that go out that way. Got a few stone walls, a few hedges, and the trees. So we're going to be fighting on this evening for our bolt action game. 1250 points, playing Andrew. I'm not quite sure what he's going to bring, so I'm going to be running my British Paras and regular army, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, very nice board. Tonight's army is my mixed parachute and regulars. I've got 3 squads of parachutists. They're 5-men units. Or no, 1 6 because they're all rifles, and then 2 submachine gun squads. Medium mortar with spotter. I've got a sniper, and I've got the free air observer. Got a veteran and his mate for the commander. He's the second lieutenant. I've got a regular over here for the regular infantry, who are 8-men units with light machine gun, just rifles, and then I've got the regular officer there. For support, I've got the truck. It's a veteran truck with a medium machine gun. I've got the recce parachute jeep, and I've got the AEC medium anti-tank gun armoured car, and I've got a Cromwell, which is the medium anti-tank. So 1250 points, and that's my army for this evening.
Okay, the dual platoon. Got 2 veteran second lieutenants. I've got 1 squad at the back here and 1 squad here, which are both 6 strong. They're veteran here, grenadiers, all armed with assault rifles, 1 in each squad with a Panzerfaust. 2 infantry squads here, both of them the same. NCO with assault rifle, 1 man with an SMG, 1 man with an LMG, 2 men with assault rifles, 2 riflemen, one of which obviously is the loader for the LMG. 1 squad's got 1 Panzerfaust, the other squad has got 2 Panzerfausts. I've got the SDK FZ222 regular light autocannon with a coax MMG. I have the regular Panzer IV with the side skirts. A regular Puma. Medium anti-tank and coax MMG, and regular grill, heavy howitzer and MMG. Carried by the crew can use.
We've rolled for the scenario, and it is going to be key positions, and we've rolled up 4 objectives. So we've put them on the table. They are fairly close to one another, but they can't be within 12 inches. So it was D3 plus 2, so we rolled a 2. So the other one was 2, so we've put them out. I got to choose the side, so I'm going on this right hand side to give me that opportunity. And I've gone for some outflanking reserves. Outflanking reserves. Which will be a jeep, a truck and an infantry section. Just to cheer you up.
Okey-dokey.
You going for anything snazzy?
I'm having my
You can see the cogs whirring in that brain there.
Yeah. Jeep, truck and infantry section.
After all that deliberation, Andrew has decided not to bring anything on in reserve. So he's going to have everything on the table. I've got 15 dice, you've got 10. So I do outnumber with the dice. So dice in the bag, and we'll start turn 1. So my strategy for this game, bearing in mind that I'm on the table side, which is to the right, I was going to hold that far objective, and there is an objective just below and out of shot here. So on my side of the table there was going to be 2, and I was going to hold those ones. I was then going to put the units in outflank that they could come on from this side and go to the nearest objective on Andrew's side, which is just in the wood. So I'm hoping that I could hold my 2 and then take this one to the left. That was the theory, and that should give me the win if I can achieve it. But we'll see how it pans out during the game. So, turn 1 finished, and we can see we've got the grill at the far end on the left, and we've got the crumble that's come on onto the right hand side. I tried to get rid of the grill, but missed, and needed a 5, but didn't get it. So we've brought on the AEC down here to try and help cover this flank, and Andy's got his 222 and his Puma coming on this side, and the twin infantry squads. So we got the objectives there. He's hit my medium mortar and killed 1 man and put 1 pin on with the 222. I'm just taking a position to try and get towards the objectives. I'm a bit rusty, haven't played for a couple of weeks, so didn't put my forward deploying down properly, and then when I did put him down, he couldn't see anything. So he's moved to try and get a better spot, which did mean that Andy couldn't put down a tank next to the grill, because then I could have seen that and then put down the artillery strike. But he's come on the centre there with the Panzer IV, and that took a crack at the Cromwell, but fortunately didn't hit it. So not much else has happened in this turn. So we're going to move on into turn 2. So turn 2, pretty cat and mouse. I was quite lucky with the first dice that came out. So the Cromwell did take a shot at the grill and managed to kill it. But there was a really interesting point that we were talking about. In the previous turn, the Panzer IV saw the tail end of the tank and was able to get a shot at it. But when it came to activate the Cromwell, the position of the tank, you couldn't actually see the Panzer IV. So looking at sort of line of sight from the front of the tank, you couldn't actually see it through the wood, although the Panzer IV could see me. So looking at Tiger Fear and sort of deciding what was what, and in this one we took the decision that that the Panzer IV could have seen my tail end, but I couldn't actually decide who it was that was shooting at me because I couldn't see it through the wood. So didn't play the Tiger Fear on that one, which sadly did not work very well for Andy because he lost his grill. He did get a little bit of revenge back because the Panzer IV in the middle took a position to take a shot at my AEC, and I ummed about not wrecking away, thinking, well, it's 50-50 that he's going to miss it. He didn't, so then killed it. So yeah, lost that one on this side, which gives a little bit of free rein to the Puma, who moved up the road, long shot, needed 6s to hit, double 6s to hit my sniper, killed the spotter's mate, and I failed the leadership test and they ran off, which was not good. So he did it on his bike, he was off, and then the 222's coming up and took out the rest of the mortar team. Again, took out 1 man, failed the leadership test and they were gone. I have put my Piat team in the bunker, so there is a bit of a risk. So the bunker works this way, it was covering the road, so there's the grills this side for shooting out. So at this side there's a slit to take a shot out this way, and they can advance out and then advance 6 and then take a shot at 12 inches. So it's giving a little bit of cover to what's going on. German infantry advancing up on the fence here and up into the woods there, and has moved the unit across to the middle here, and this one's coming up for the objective on this side, which has got the Panzer IV holding it at the moment. Well, not holding it, but being a pain. It's going to be very difficult to shift it, but I never know. The British artillery observer, free observer, has placed his barrage marker, so he's hoping for it to come in there, and that hopefully might catch the Panzer IV and that infantry unit to the side of the hedge. But we'll see. So that's the end of turn 2. We're going to move into turn 3. What I needed was a 9 or a 10 to get them to pass. Well, yeah, a 10 would have been fine because I've got the leader there. But double sixes, fubar, and there is something within 12 inches of my tank, so I'm going to have to roll to see what the effect is. So let's see what's going to be. 1 to 2, I shoot somebody. No, 5, I run away. That was not good. Into turn 3, lots of excitement, sort of. So we had the Panzer Faust miss the tank, which was a bonus. The Cromwell missed the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV missed the Cromwell, which was quite good. Of course, that parachute unit fubarred and fled away, which was a real pain. This unit went down because it failed its leadership test. And this one was able to advance forward. I moved the artillery spotter for a quick run. The artillery barrage didn't come down, so hoping it might come down this turn. The Pumas moved up and took a pop at the parachutist and killed 2 of them and put a pin on them, which was quite harsh. Over on this side, I was bold. I was bold and brought on the Jeep, skidding past the 222, hopped out. Well, didn't hop out, but the Jeep managed to kill 4 of the Germans that were standing in that row. So that was quite good. Put a pin on them. Then I was able to put the truck on, and he reversed his way as 222. But I was able to put a pin on that with the machine gun off the truck. Then I disembarked the paratroopers, and they took a pop at the armoured car. Normally they wouldn't be able to do anything, but nor would the machine gun. But it's an open top, so it gets hit and it takes a pin. So 2 pins on that one. So yeah, mixed fortunes, I think, on that. Quite strong with the armour and the troops in the centre here for Andy. It's going to be dependent on dice, I think, coming out what's going to happen. So we'll see. At the moment I'm holding 1 objective. Yep, holding 1 objective, and Andy's holding 1 objective. So let's go into turn 4. Into turn 4, and a little bit more things have happened. The squad here come out to take a shot at the truck, but failed to shoot it, and the paratroopers charged them and killed them, and then consolidated into the rough ground. This unit came up and threatened the Jeep, which I wrecked away to be safe. I put another pin on the 222, and then that's forced Andy into rallying it in this turn. So that one's able to move again next turn. My Jeep's here quite happily as a target. Depends who gets the first dice out, I would hazard a guess. But it's more of an issue on the other side. So this objective's being held by the British. The other objectives there being held by the Germans. So I've got a squad in this house here. And these ones went down last turn, which was probably quite as well because it saved them a bit. So they're there as well. Over here, a paratrooper squad got taken down to 1 man, but he passed his leadership test, and he's still up and running. These 2 have taken a battering from the unit that are in the German unit that are in the ruins there. They're down to 2 men, passed their leadership test, but they've got 3 pins. They have got at an upham, which might help. Over here, it has been a bit of a slugfest on this Cromwell. The Panzer has hit it. No, Panzer missed it, didn't it? Which one? Which one? No.
He glanced.
He glanced, and the other one...
He hit and failed to penetrate.
Yeah, so the Puma hit but failed to penetrate, and the Panzer IV hit and immobilised, and I've got turret jam. This unit here moved up to take a few pot shots at them. That's the ones who reduced that unit to 1 man. And I returned kind in kind with the machine guns from the paratrooper command there, and only did 1 pin. So that's into turn 4. Moving into turn 5. I'm not sure the Cromwell is going to last very much longer, but we'll see what dice comes out first. So into turn 5, and the little SDK 222 killed the anti-tank team. I probably made a mistake there by moving him forward, but they died a valiant death. So paratroopers in the centre have moved up to the edge. They're just outside of 6 inches of that, so didn't cause much damage to them, but did put a pin on them. The British squad I had that charged out and killed the officer, they got shot to bits by the unit in the house. I've put these guys on ambush. These went down to save them getting killed, which was quite useful. The artillery observer, 3 artillery observers run up here. I've got 1 man left of the paratroop unit, and I've got the officer team. Andrew run those guys up, and he's threatening there, and is he within 3? I tried to rally the Cromwell because it did survive, which was amazing, but I only got rid of 2 pins, so he's got 1 pin left. So yeah, so these are still trying to take out the Cromwell, and he's got the unit in the building there. He's got the officer within 3 inches of that one, so he's holding that objective. I currently, I suppose this one's contested at that one there. That one is possibly free now. And then we've got that unit still there, which could move towards it and claim it. So we're going to have to see how the dice has rolled. This one's still being held by myself. So yeah, interesting. 2-1 at the moment. Pretty tense and nail biting in the last turn. We did roll to see if it was going to go into the 7th, and it didn't. And then Spike's got to be up at 4 in the morning, and it's 10:15 at the moment. Fortunately, he doesn't live too far away. So let's have a quick roundup. So what have we got over here? I managed to pin down the armoured car. That was quite good. I blocked off any route to the objective with the truck. That was my plan for that one, so he's been held by the officer. The paratroopers and the jeep couldn't get rid of the little guys on this. Try as I might, they passed the leadership to get us back into the woods, and that gave them just a bit of protection to keep them up to 3 men in the squad. If they'd gone down to 2, that would have been a leadership test. So that was quite good. And he was quite good on the strategy on this side over here. He advanced up the Panzer IV, took a shot at these paras, and I put them down. So they were not going to do anything in this last turn. Did take a shot at the guys in the building there with a tank gun, but missed. But he did shoot with the other guys over there. He used a snap 2 to move the officer out of the way of the tank, and the unit in there put a pin on the guys in the building. So their shooting was not particularly good on their ambush, because it was cover and a pin. So that was a good move there. Over here, he took a risk. Andy took a risk with the unit and advanced them up. He did get a bit fixated on the Cromwell, which was a bonus for me because it did survive. But he moved this unit up here, and that contested it. Even though my paratroopers down here with submachine guns couldn't kill them, took them down, but put 3 pins on them, so they were still there. So they're contesting that objective. And then I rallied the Cromwell in the previous turn, and then was over. Andy put 2 more pins on it. No, I got 1 pin, and then he put a pin on, so I had 2 pins, and I failed my leadership test, and it went down. And that was the end of the game. And we looked at the objectives, and we're holding 1 each, so it goes as a draw, but a really hard fought draw. And in our league game, Andy takes 2 dice more than mine for this draw, so that gives him some extra points. So yeah, very good game there. That was a fun one. Yeah, good close game there. So thanks, Andy. And I need to get a win in this game at some stage. After lost to John and now the draw with Andy. So take care all. Well, the strategy nearly worked. Let's have a look at some of the things that went wrong. The decision that I made not to recce the AEC armoured car when Andy needed 4+ to hit it with the Panzer IV, I think was crucial on the left flank. I could have recce'd it away and out of sight, and it would have been safe, but I thought 50-50 chance. Yeah, and he got it and killed it. So that was a problem. That left his Puma and the 222 quite loose and away on that left-hand side. It sort of worked. Bringing on my recce Jeep with the 2 MMGs, I was able to more or less wipe out a squad, and by charging the rest of them, that got me onto the objective. So that was quite good. I just couldn't get rid of the armoured car then, and I wasted my Piat team. I should have really had them out flanking in the truck with the parachutists coming in. I think I should have really done that. That would have been a better play. On the right hand side it was going okay until the parachutists fubarred, and with them fubarring, that meant I couldn't take a shot at the German unit and his German unit, which then came down and contested the objective. That was a real pain, because I would have had 6 machine gun shots on that unit, and I could have probably taken out another 2. So I could have got them down, perhaps with the officers' next shots to them taking a leadership test, and perhaps with 2 or 3 pins on they could have fled. That could have given me that objective. However, that was what it was, and he did quite a good little move of charging my unit on his objective, and then he consolidated away from me, so that it took him 6 inches away, from more than 6 inches away, so I couldn't actually get into contact with him with my paratroopers, which were near his objective, because it was the difficult ground, and I would have had to. I could only move 6 inches in the difficult ground. So yeah, that's how it rolls. A really good game, really fun game, down to the last turn, and it was really good. I do like using this paratroop regular army. It's quite useful, and certainly putting in the Cromwell this time, and the AEC gave it a little bit more punch, even though I did waste the AEC. Anyway, that's how it is. Thanks very much for watching. Not sure what's up next. Probably an unboxing. I think I'm going to get a little model through for Father's Day. So that'll be something to look forward to, and I'll probably do a build video and unboxing of it. So thanks very much for watching. Please share if you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up. Hit the notification buttons if you want to know when the next video is coming up. But until the next time, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Take care and see you soon.